What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have some amazing battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, XXD Yveltal. So shout out to this battler, thank you for sharing this with us. But we have a Shadow Apex Ho-oH right there. This is going to be a very fun set of battles to watch because this Shadow Apex Ho-oH does have Sacred Fire as well. We also have Lugia with Aeroblast, and we have Melmetal there on the lead with Flash Cannon. Instead of Rock Slide, we might get a surprise with some booms against some fairies today as well. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, getting into the first battle here, we have invisible Pokemon. Okay, so it's going to be Venusaur there versus Melmetal. Okay, just took the game to catch up real quick. But we do see a swap out now into Giratina Altered. Giratina Altered being one of the best safe swaps in this open Ultra League meta is going to be met with a Flash Cannon for quite a bit of neutral damage and a Lugia right here with Dragon Tail. Now, this is actually shiny Lugia, so I do apologize to the GIF over there. It's not enough respect, but what's amazing about Lugia and having access to Dragon Tail is it's so incredibly bulky with its stats that it can soak all of these charge moves here from Giratina Altered while probably committing to the hard farm down, even though they are taking super effective damage from Shadow Claws here, and neutral damage from Dragon Claws, which I'm surprised they're not going for Shadow Sneaks, but that's alright. I think they will actually be able to farm down, and sure enough, they do. Now, this amount of HP on Lugia as well is going to be enough to throw a couple charge moves here versus the Venusaur, as they do have two Sky Attacks loaded, so Venusaur is obviously going to need to be shielding. Here comes the first Sky Attack, gets the first shield from the Venusaur, and here comes the second one. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Lugia would be able to get to a third Sky Attack now. This is going to be interesting, but I think actually Vine Whip is going to be enough to take it down. But we're going to see the Melmetal come in to soak the charge moves right here. Venusaur having those grass and poison type moves will be resisted by the steel typing here of Melmetal, so they're going to go ahead and throw two. Now, we are about to see this Apex Shadow Ho-oH rip. Two shields swapped in to get ahead on energy, and here we go. Clefable now swaps in. Obviously, Ho-oH going to be resisting these charms, which is beautiful, and we will see the first boom of probably many of this video. Brave Bird now coming in. Boom! One shots the Clefable, and the Venusaur is facing off against its maker right here. Two shields still left on the Ho-oH right now with a Sacred Fire locked and loaded. They're going to go ahead and shield that Sludge Bomb and now go for Sacred Fire to close off this game versus Venusaur. That is going to be a beautiful... Oh, the animation there is pretty good. Beautiful game. Good game, very well played. Alright, moving into the next one, we have Melmetal versus Alolan Muck. Okay, so we're having some visual glitches here with Melmetal, but it is coming back in, okay. But what's great here is this Flash Cannon. I actually love this moveset now on Melmetal for the meta because it is far too common to see Rock Slide and Superpower, and this opponent is probably going to play to that. So here comes the first Flash Cannon doing quite a bit of neutral damage here in the matchup. Let's see if they decide to shield. And they do not. Look at that. That landed. They're going to go ahead and go for the Superpower now, looking to force a first shield now from the Alolan Muck. Will they get it? They don't get it. Alolan Muck goes down. Are they going to swap out? We actually see a Togekiss come in, so they're going to try to desperately get to the Flash Cannon in time, and they do! With 1 HP and a Dream Flash Cannon obviously has been revealed, so we will see a shield on this. No! It lands! Oh, they let it go through. Ho-oH is going to come in and burn down the Togekiss. My goodness. And Cresselia is going to be the final Pokemon in the back. You knew it. I knew it. Everyone watching knew that this Melmetal had a Flash Cannon, so I am very surprised they let that go through. But it just goes to show, go for the boom and it may just land. This is now a huge upward battle for Cresselia to try to win this game. Even though it does have two shields, it is facing off against a Lugia and an Apex Shadow Ho-oH with two shields itself, but it does have Aurora Beam. Very nice surprise right there, landing that charge move. They're going to go ahead and go for the Aeroblast now to get this Cresselia out of there. It's going to do an incredible amount of neutral damage, and they get the boost. Okay, what an absolute flex in this game. You'll love to see it. Flash Cannons landing, boosted Lugias. Really good game. Okay, and that's the first of many. If you guys see, I believe this is going to be a 20-something minute video with the battles that were submitted. So we got, okay, so maybe there is actually a visual glitch going on with Melmetal right now, which is interesting. If you guys are having this as well, please let me know. Oh, we see a swap out into Swampert. I was waiting for the, oh, they do catch the Hydro Cannon there. I was hoping we would have just gone straight for Flash Cannon and landed that. How cool would that have been? But Lugia now going to be coming into the Swampert, and in this matchup, thankfully, these mud shots are doing absolutely no damage. So in order for Swampert to really win this mid game, it's going to need to land all of these Hydro Cannons. But the thing with Lugia here is Dragon Tail really starts to trunk, and these Sky Attacks now are going to be doing quite a bit of neutral damage, so they can easily flip this mid-game. They will have to give up shields in order to do so, but they're actually going to let this go. Very interesting. Hydro Cannon does land, and this is going to be a very tight race, as Dragon Tail might just be enough to farm down. They're going to have to give up a shield, and they do. This is actually kind of a really nice setup, as Sylveon will not have enough HP. Actually, will they be able to mud shot down? Whoa, okay, that is cutting it close right there. They're going to go ahead and swap right away and go straight for Flash Cannon. Is the Sylveon aware that this Melmetal is running Flash Cannon? No, they are not. Boom! That lands for so much damage, and we see a Roserade swap in. Oh, the Ho-oH is going to have an absolute feast right now in this game. The Fireball does land, or Fire Weather Ball, I should say, does land right there for super effective damage. Flash Cannon as well does get the shield, but there is a Ho-oH lurking in the back, and that is probably one of the scariest things you will be facing off against in Go Battle League. A Shadow Apex Ho-oH with 2 shields. Well, actually, in this case, 1 shield, but ultimately, it does not matter. This thing is going to come in and absolutely wreak havoc in this game. So they're going to go ahead and let that charge move go through. It is just going to be the Weather Ball, which is resisted. And these Incinerates are absolutely destroying. They're going to go ahead and give up the shield here just to stop any charge move coming through. Maybe the Sludge Bomb. But it's going to be another Weather Ball. And we will see Sylveon come in. They try to swap into Lugia to throw the Sky Attack, but that's okay. These Incinerates are just cleaning up, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. We have Melmetal on the lead versus Breloom. Okay, so this has definitely got to be a Melmetal issue right here. We're going to see a swap out right away into Lugia and a counter swap into Excadrill now. Now, what's very interesting about this matchup, I've seen it happen myself firsthand in the Master League, is if an Aeroblast lands, it can completely take out an Excadrill along with the Dragon Tails and Rock Slides as well. While they do super effective damage, they're not going to do enough to take it out, especially 2 Rock Slides here. As we're seeing, Lugia can survive. Here comes the Aeroblast, and this is going to be forcing a shield, or we might just see Excadrill get boomed out of the game. Oh, nearly boomed out of the game. Dragon Tail, is it going to be enough? It is! Simultaneous KO right there. We'll have to see what they decide to bring in. Breloom obviously being an issue, and they brought in the Cresselia early, which means Melmetal can now come in. Breloom swaps in, and Ho-oH is going to absolutely obliterate this Breloom with the fast move of Incinerate. Here comes the charge move. They're going to go ahead and shield. It's probably going to be Dynamic Punch or Seed Bomb. Yeah, Dynamic Punch right here. So it would have been resisted anyways, but it gets destroyed. We will see a Sacred Fire now be fired off here from the Ho-oH. And let's see how this battle plays out. There's still Melmetal in the back. They do get a shield and the attack drop there on the Cresselia, which is a really nice addition to close out this game. But here comes the Brave Bird from Ho-oH, and it gets shielded as well. This Cresselia knows better than to let these charge moves go through, as a Ho-oH with that much energy and the charge moves is nothing to joke around about. Now, it does land the Moonblast right there, which did quite a bit of damage, and Cresselia is going to go ahead and throw the next charge move to take it out. Grass Knot now taking out the Ho-oH. We will see the Melmetal come in, and this Melmetal has Flash Cannon, so I imagine 2 Flash Cannons is going to be enough to close this game out. Remember, there is still that attack debuff on the Cresselia, that cannot be cleared because it cannot swap out. Whenever you're in Go Battle League, if you get a debuff on your Pokemon and you swap it out, it clears those debuffs, which is a really nice addition to the game. But here comes Grassnots. They're not going to do anything right there, and one more Flash Cannon is going to be enough to wrap it up. So Melmetal is going to be able to close this game out nicely after losing lead to a Breloom, but honestly, Lugia and Ho-Oh are carrying these battles incredibly well. Good game. Okay, moving into the next battle here. I should have kind of cut it up a little bit, but that's okay. We got a bit of time in between each battle, but we have Melmetal versus Darmanitan on the lead. Imagine if this is fire. It is the fire one. They're going to have to swap out, looking at the typing at the top, and they are getting eaten alive. They're going to go ahead and go for Superpower to do as much damage as they can, and they need to swap out ASAP. Superpower drastically lowering the stats there of Melmetal, and they will be able to swap out. Now, Darmanitan here, I believe, has access. Oh, it has access to Rock Slide. It's going to be doing super effective damage, and a lot at that, but Lugia now is going to have to shield, and things are getting very dicey very quickly as this spicy Darmanitan is doing so well in this game right now for the battler. Here comes another Rock Slide. Lugia has to get this thing out of there. Darmanitan's moveset with Incinerate and Rock Slide is absolutely destroying this team, and they are recognizing that as well, so we will see a swap out into Walrein, and here comes an Aeroblast from a Lugia. It does get the shield. No boost as well, and Walrein's going to be able to farm down, but not before the Lugia can get off the Sky Attack. Any extra bit of chip damage is going to be so needed now. This is going to be a very troubling endgame as Walrein has access to Icicle Spear and Earthquake. They're going to come in with Melmetal and nope, not try to swap. Here comes the Earthquake. Melmetal is going to be boomed out of this game. Boom! One shot to the Melmetal, and Ho-Oh now is going to have to close this game out. It's going to be hit with an onslaught of Icicle Spears, though, because of that energy gain from Powder Snow on the Walrein. But Incinerate at least is doing neutral damage here, and it really needs to farm down this Walrein to be able to one-shot everything in the back. This is going to come incredibly close, battlers. Buckle up. One more Incinerate takes it out. Darmanitan, is it coming in? They have to throw the Brave Bird right away to get the Darmanitan out of there, and hopefully it's a Scizor in the back. It's going to be a Venusaur, but Venusaur can fast move down. Oh, good battle. Very well played. Okay, moving into the next one. We have an opponent with Team Instinct swag. You'll love to see it. Obstagoon on the lead. Okay, I wonder if this is just this battler's phone having these issues, because I know, oh man, they're deciding to stay in as well. I'm noticing they're having issues in every single game at the start. So it's either the Melmetal or it's this battler's phone. But we are going to see them try to go for double superpowers right now. Obviously, staying in is very dangerous against an Obstagoon, but Obstagoon being very weak to fighting type moves, these superpowers will be forcing shields. Oh man, they're going to have to double shield if they want to get off that next superpower, but they're going to go ahead and let it go. We might see that, no, the Lugia is going to decide to come in using Dragon Tail. It has to still watch out for Night Slash, which does do super effective damage, but still, 2 shields on a Ho-Oh and a Lugia is nothing to joke around about. Night Slash does land, and there's a boost on the Obstagoon. Things just got very interesting, as we might see the second shield now be thrown up on Obstagoon because of this boost. No, they decide to let it go. They obviously have some sort of answer for Lugia in the back, and they're looking to do as much damage as they can with these Night Slashes. Now, oh man, that does an incredible amount of damage after the boost. They do get to the Sky Attack in time, and battlers, this is going to come down to Ho-Oh. Can it close this game out? Sky Attack lands. They got to swap right away. They are far too low. Oh my goodness, it's a Bomb of Snow in the back. Here comes the Incinerates sweeping through, and it's going to be a Clefable in the back as well. Ho-Oh is primed to absolutely take this game with Incinerate and Sacred Fire. You'll love to see it. A 2-shield Ho-Oh coming in big to absolutely destroy Clefable. They're actually going to go for the Brave Bird here. Very risky. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. A Bomb of Snow as well, even though it is grass, ice, taking double super effective from fire. It has the fast move and charge moves to get this Ho-Oh out of there very quickly, so this is going to be an interesting endgame. Here comes the first Weather Ball, and Weather Ball might just be enough neutral damage, so this is going to come down to the wire. Can they get to the Brave Bird in time? One more Incinerate, and they get it. This is going to be a good game. Very well played. Ho-Oh coming in strong. Boom! Takes out the Abomasnow, and that is a good battle. Very well played. Skuntank on the lead. Okay. You guys saw that from the wording in the top right now. So this is going to be interesting. I feel really bad for this battler having to deal with these invisible starts to the games. That's definitely very troublesome. I think this might be phone isolated, though, just from noticing the performance in these battles. But shout out to this battler for still going through this, because these battles are absolutely awesome. Now we do have a flash cannon being shielded right there from the Skuntank, and they're going to try to get to a superpower now to do as much damage as they can before they have to swap out into that Lugia. Obviously not wanting to be farmed down, they do land the superpower, and actually the Skuntank decides to throw the charge move. That is perfectly fine right here with this battler. They're going to let that Sludge Bomb go through, and they're going to go ahead and come in with Lugia and load up on energy. We do see a swap into a Alolan Muck right here. And this is where Dragon Tail and Sky Attack can really start putting in some pressure. I'm curious why they're not swapping into the Ho-Oh, though. Here it comes. They did get a shield. Now Ho-Oh is ready to come out. Give Ho-Oh 2 shields, and you will get a lot of booms and a lot of wins. They're going to go ahead and shield that Dark Pulse right there. Obviously going to do a lot of neutral damage, and they really need to get to this charge move, but they're going to have to double shield right here. We don't know what's in the back. They're going to let the Dark Pulse go through. All right, fair enough. They're going to overload on energy and now go for Sacred Fire right here. This does neutral damage in the matchup and will definitely be taking out the Alolan Muck. So let's see if the Skuntank decides to come back in. No, it's going to be a Swampert. Thankfully, they did save the shield, as they do still have a near full health Lugia in the back. Brave Bird lands as well. Boom! So much damage. They're going to let this go and close this game out with Lugia. So Ho-Oh did its job, absolutely destroying the backline right there of the opponent. Lugia comes in with a shield now versus the Skuntank, and Dragon Tails and 1 Sky Attack will be enough to win this game. So good battle, very well played to the opponent. You love to see the Skuntank here in Ultra League, a very spicy Pokemon, but having really nice coverage on the meta with Flamethrower and Crunch and Sludge Bomb as well, as we've seen in this matchup, but good game, very well played. Okay, moving into this next battle. We have Melmetal on the lead versus Cresselia. Okay, so somewhat of a neutral matchup. Obviously, having Flash Cannon right here is very advantageous for this battler, and the opponent definitely does not know about it. Here comes the first charge move, all of which will be resisted because of the steel typing right here, so it is going to be the Moonblast there. Doesn't do too much damage, and no debuff as well, which is very nice, and here comes the first Flash Cannon. The Cresselia is going to be surprised very quickly because Flash Cannon is not typically run, and it does a lot of neutral damage in this matchup. So let's see how these battlers adjust. Here comes the Moonblast. Does it get the debuff? No debuff as well. That is beautiful there. They're going to go ahead and now swap out into Lugia, saving the energy on Melmetal, reading that there might be something in the back. Maybe a Registeel, maybe a Galarian Stunfisk. But they do catch the Grass Knot. Actually, the Cresselia, I think, just opted to throw Grass Knot, hoping to try to force a shield with Moonblast. But Lugia does not care. It's extremely bulky, and it can survive. Okay, they just keep going for Grass Knots. I'm not sure why they aren't going for Moonblast right here, because Lugia just does not care. It's going to let these charge moves go through and throw its own Sky Attack now to try to get that Cresselia out of the game. Cresselia now barely holding on, but Lugia will be able to farm down just before Cresselia can throw its final charge move. Likely going to be another Grass Knot right here, doing resisted damage, and Lugia now at 50% HP. We do see a Talonflame come in. Very interesting. Here comes a Sky Attack now from Lugia, and this is where shields are going to start flying, because Talonflame obviously needs to fear these neutral charge moves because of how powerful they can be. Another Sky Attack now coming through from Lugia, and Talonflame doing its best to maintain high amount of HP by double shielding right there, while committing to overloading on energy in order to try to farm down and have energy on that back end to fire off against the Melmetal. Flame Charge lands, but not enough to take out the Lugia, so Talonflame can farm down, and we have Ho-Oh now coming in with 2 shields versus a Talonflame. Fire Flying versus Fire Flying. Who is the true king of the skies? Let's see how this plays out. The Talonflame loading up on energy, not swapping out as well. Ho-Oh respecting the potential Brave Bird and double shielding right here, while it's just another Flame Charge. They do swap out. It's going to be a Scrafty coming in, and Scrafty now is coming into a Brave Bird from a Shadow Apex Ho-Oh. Boom! One-shots the Scrafty, and they are now going to go for Sacred Fire to take out the Talonflame. This is going to be resisted, but hopefully it is enough damage. Yeah, it is. That is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Moving into the next battle, we have Melmetal on the lead versus Registeel. Very interesting lead matchup right here. Obviously, superpowers doing super effective damage, but they have to watch out for Focus Blast as well. Here comes the first charge move from Melmetal, or the Registeel here. And we know, oh, it was the Zap Cannon there. That would have done a lot of neutral damage. And they did get an attack drop, which is very unfortunate now for these superpowers, as they will not be doing as much damage as they could potentially do. So this Registeel now with Zap Cannons is going to be completely destroying this team if they commit shields right here. Let's see how this goes. They're going to decide to no shield. They're trying to get to one more superpower, and they do. This added damage is going to be so crucial for Ho-Oh to be able to farm down with. Oh, they're going to swap into Lugia now. They're going to be faced with a Zap Cannon. We'll have to see how much damage this does. And they let it go. Okay, respectable amount of damage. Definitely a lot less than I thought it was going to be, but honestly, it was Lugia. So here comes a Sky Attack now in this matchup against Giratina Altered. Registeel as well, still loaded with energy in the back, and they do get a shield from Giratina Altered. So this is going to be interesting to see if they can still win this game. Things are not looking too good right now for this battler, but hopefully they can pull something out. Here comes the Melmetal now. Has a flash, or not, doesn't have a flash cannon. Is going to have to go for flash cannons in order to win this game. And hopefully whatever is in the back, maybe it's a Charmer, Ho-Oh can take out. And I think they know that. They're going to have to save that shield for the Ho-Oh in order to close this game out, especially with a Registeel close to another Zap Cannon. Here comes the first flash cannon now from the Melmetal. Going to be doing neutral damage to Giratina Altered, and a lot at that. Definitely going to be threatening the next shield, or the final shield here, if they can get to the flash cannon in time. Here comes another Shadow Sneak, getting the Melmetal extremely low, and it's going to be a race. They're going to go for superpower because they would not get to the flash cannon in time, but this superpower might just get the shield that they need. No shield. They're going to swap right away into Ho-Oh and try their best to farm down. Obviously, they decided to shield. Things are dangerous. It was just a Dragon Claw because there is gonna be a Zap Cannon here on Registeel. Oh man, get ready. This Ho-Oh might be boomed out of the sky. They decide to swap into Cresselia now with Confusion, so they're going to go ahead and go for Brave Bird, but things are looking extremely dangerous. Registeel, in fact, is still extremely low. And they do get to the Brave Bird in time, but I don't think this is going to be enough damage to take out the Cresselia. Ho-Oh just might not. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. They do go down to Confusion, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played, as Cresselia now can get off the charge move to finish off Melmetal. Very good one right there. But honestly, Registeel with Zap Cannon is extremely threatening to this team. And that was the final battle. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Huge shout out to XXD Yveltal for sharing this team with us. Shadow Apex Ho-Oh. You love to see it. It did incredibly well today. So, like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.